Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today I wanted to take the time to cover all of the Landfall hotfixes to class changes, as well as just the overall stuff that is added to the game, and to give you guys a few tips and tricks so you do not make mistakes, because there's a lot of super niche things that are a little min-maxy right now that could be really helpful and beneficial to cover. So I'm going to switch it over here and dive right into it. So I'll see you then. Voop. So this list right here are the immediate day one hotfixes that we see. The armor people are now selling the leather PvP gear, which was apparently missing. You can now queue for the holiday bonus bosses for Brewfest at level 89. Apparently it wasn't working for 89s. The quest Save Brewfest has been removed. Not really sure why. The requirement for a test of valor has been reduced to 1600 valor points, was 3000. This change did not update the text quest of the achievement. Those texts in game will be updated at a later date. Currency conversions. This is super important. I'm putting this out there the best of my ability everywhere I have. But currency conversions, such as August Stone Celestial Fragments to valor points, do not, I repeat, do not count towards the requirement to earn 1600 valor. I bricked my paladin and I bricked my monk. My monk got lucky with this change, and actually I was able to get 1600 and not 3k, but my paladin is still bricked until next week because I converted so many stone fragments for its cap. So it is what it is, but luckily it is 1 week obtainable now, and you can just simply get that valor really quickly. Warrior's Stormbolt offhand damage is now correctly penalized by dual wield. Crazed Berserker auto damage increased to 35%, was 20%. So I believe that his Arms Warrior get a little bump. And then, oh good, I was very worried about the 4th DPS spec. Silly me here, I thought rogues would finally get all their bugs fixed. It is week 6 of season 3. Instead, a new one was found that is minus 3%. Is Crazed Berserker single-minded Fury only, or does that auto attack damage apply to TG as well? Why Fury already does good on single target. Fury is absolutely dead last on AoE, fixed her AoE, make Warwind give a sack of meat cleaver, etc. But those are just a few talks about that. Now I want to go over to the full patch notes, and all of this I've covered for everything about Landfall, but the class changes are new, so I really want to dive into these. So Mage, Arcane Blast damage increased from patch 5.5, decreased to 15%, was 29%. So it is still an overall buff for Mr. Pandaria, but you're 14% less than what you were doing. But with gear, you're already cranking. Arcane Mages are off the charts right now. So then we have Frost. Damage and healing of Frostbolt increased by 15%. Damage of Frostbolt increased by 15%. Damage of Ice Lance increased by 15%. This also increases the damage output of Mastery Icicles and the Icy Veins version of Frostbolt, Frostfire Bolt, and Ice Lance. So that is a massive increase to Frost, and maybe Frost might be competitive with Arcane and or Fire. I haven't really seen Fire Mages too much, so I'd imagine Fire isn't too good, but Frost might be competitive with Arcane. Then we have Assassination. Assassination's resolve bonus damage increase from the last patch has been decreased to 35%, so it's a 5% slight nerf from what you were, but still an overall buff from original mop. Okay, so Lightning Bolt's damage from patch 5.5 was increased to 20%, was 10. So Elemental Shaman's got a 10% increase on Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Fulmination's damage, which is their Earth Shock once you get 8 stacks of Lightning Shield. So really cool to see that. My Ellie Shams were cranking tonight in our raid, so they're definitely feeling that buff. Then Affliction has had its damage increase decreased to 20%. It was 33%, so Affliction is nerfed. Then Soul Swap on Garland will no longer snapshot the damage percent from one leg into other parts of the body without being inside the weakened point of that leg. So I guess there was some funky stuff that you could do if you were inside one leg and then swapping, but they're fixing that. Then Wild Imp damage increased to 60%, was 43%. So that is a 17% increase on top of the 43 that it already was from original. Then Bane of Doom increased to 50%, was 33%. So that is another 17% increase. And then Soulfire increased by 20%. I've honestly never seen a Demonology Warlock in all of Miss Pandaria, so giving them 20-30% overall buffs. Hopefully we'll see them. Then Arms Warrior has sweeping strike damage increased. It was increased originally, but it's now been decreased, so it's just normal. It's what it was. So sweeping strikes is the original one. So those are all the sort of class changes and hotfixes that are new to this patch. Everything else is a little relative, but a few tips I want to show you and make sure that you are aware of, just to reiterate and highlight it the best I can, because it's very important. So like, as you can see with Valor right here, you get this 15,317 is what I'm at. So like my total cap, I could earn like 1,000 more on this patch right here. And what is super important is the Test of Valor achievement. So in order to do that, you're going to want to track that. So you go to your achievements, and then you go to quests, and then you go to Pandaria, and then Test of Valor will be right here to track. So as you see, I've already completed it, but it is literally all the way at the bottom on most characters. It'll be at this very last one. And so you want to track this achievement to see what your true amount of Valor is. So while you can go and buy the Celestial pieces, you can spend these August fragments right here. It will increase your cap here, but it will not increase your Test of Valor number, and that is why some characters are stuck. So I'm going to buy one here just to show you that, and as you saw, it went up by 10, but it would not increase that achievement there. Then another fun fact for you guys is upon completing the legendary quest line with Rathion's War and doing all that, Test of Valor's the big gatekeep. Getting revered takes like 10 minutes if you go to the elite farm down in the wilds. But you get the eye, and with that eye you can give yourself an extra socket. So you see this 160 agi I have on my shot touch weapon. If you are a dual wielding class, you can buy another one and you can apply that to this. So while you can't get another shot touch gem, they are unique equipped and you can't put them in your stuff, as you see right there. You can get an eye, you can put it on your thing, and you can dual wield. So if you're a dual wield class, you're essentially getting 320 agility opposed to that. So that is just something that I really wanted to highlight and make sure that people were aware of when you are completing that. Both are very, very strong and very powerful. Then if you didn't know, the justice things, they actually stack, and if you are in a guild, they actually reward you with 600 justice. So you only have to make your trip out to the temple once, buy a ton of them, and if you watch this, so if you look at my justice right there, I have 208, and then because I'm in a guild, it actually gives 600 justice points per go. So as you can see, we're now at 808 with that, and it's really helpful for upgrading. If you don't need Valor, you can just have a bunch with you, so then you can always just upgrade any new pieces of gear you get. I got super lucky and got my boots and my cape tonight, so I instantly was able to upgrade them because I just had a stack of these on me and was able to get them going. But yeah, anyway guys, that is everything that you need to know about Landfall. A lot of changes, a lot of niche things, just so you are as abundantly aware and clear on it all. But anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great night. Peace. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.